guys, so today I want to talk to you about how I turned my boyfriend vegan. So I know this is a huge thing for people, trying to be vegan and transition into this lifestyle, is that they may not have the support of their family and friends. And I want to share with you how I turned my very stubborn, very animal-based product-oriented boyfriend into becoming vegan within, I think, 1 or 2 weeks of me becoming vegan myself. So it can be super hard when you don't have some sort of support system, especially from people who you think that are close to you. Luckily, Jordan is very supportive of everything that I do. He's very open-minded to everything as well, and so I was kind of lucky in that way in converting him into veganism. But for those of you who may not be as lucky to have someone, maybe you have someone who's very stubborn in their ways, or they're not open-minded to this idea, I can totally understand. There are some people in my life that I wish would try to eat this way for their health reasons and to help them, but sometimes it's not always like that. Sometimes they have to make this decision for themselves in order to save themselves. And I know that sounds pretty extreme to say, to save themselves, but really you are, because eating this way, you cleanse your body of all the crap that you used to put into it. It is the reality. Like, once you eat this way, your body heals itself from any of the harm that you've done for all those years that you've been eating animal-based foods. So my tip for turning any friends or family into vegans is to just focus on your journey, focus on you, focus on your food and what you need to do. And I find that by doing this, you're going to be setting an example. People are going to see, oh wow, she lost weight, oh, her skin's amazing, she's healthy, she's glowing, she has more energy, she's happier. And people are just going to notice that, and they're just going to be, intrigued, and they're going to start asking questions, and eventually they're just going to do it for themselves. They're going to do it on their own. So really lead by example. One huge thing that I would say is to never ever force them into it. Suggesting to watch documentaries with you, or offering to make vegan foods for them is fine, but never make them feel bad for their decisions. Never force them to do anything that they don't want to do, because you're just going to push them back further from even wanting to do this, and it's not going to help anyone, and you're just going to get more resistance, and there's going to be more friction, and in the end it's just not going to be good for anybody. So like I mentioned, a good way to get the interest of your friends and family into this vegan lifestyle is to offer to make them foods. So maybe if there's a family gathering or a party that you're going to, offer to make something for you to eat, but also for you to be able to share with everyone. And a lot of times you don't even have to tell them that it's vegan. You can just bring it and then put it on the table or serve it or whatever, and then people will be like, oh, this is delicious, what is this? And then you can kind of start telling them and letting them know once they've already eaten it. Also, you can just provide the information when they ask. Don't walk around with pamphlets and hand it to all your family members if they didn't ask, because chances are it's just going to go over their head. They're not going to care. They really have to do it for themselves and on their own. You can encourage them, like I said, by making meals, but other than that, you just got to lead by example and let them find their own way. So with my boyfriend, I turned him into a vegan about a week or two. I think it was a week after I became vegan, and since I'm the stay-at-home mom, I am the one that deals with all the cooking and the grocery shopping and all of that stuff. And so I kind of, not that it may sound like I was forcing him to eat this way, but I gave him a choice. I said, I'm gonna make food for myself, my vegan food. You can eat it if you like, but I'm not gonna make extra food for you, like with animal foods and things like that, because I have to make food for his lunches for work. And so that was kind of the ultimatum that I gave him, but it wasn't forcing him. He still had a way out. He could easily make his own food, and it's not like the food that I was going to make was going to be disgusting. And so obviously, being a guy, he didn't, no offense guys, but he didn't want to go through the hassle of going to work and things like that, and then having to make his own dinner when he comes home. So of course he just ended up eating what I made. And the one meal that changed everything was like a potato, it wasn't the potato curry dish, but it was like a potato stew dish, and it was very hearty. And he's like 6'1", and he's a big guy, and so he likes hearty meals. He loves rich meals, filling meals. And this potato stew, we ate it with rice, and it had tons of other veggies. And he's like, he ate it and he was like, yeah, I can do this. Like, this is pretty good. I'll try it out. And that's all it took, really. And so it's just a matter of maybe making them meals that they might enjoy, and then them realizing, like, this isn't so bad. Like, vegan food isn't just eating like rabbits. Like, I'm not eating a salad all day. Like, you can have really awesome foods like pizzas and all that stuff still. So I'm about 5 months in now, and he is around that time as well. And I'm just very, very lucky that I was able to have his support and convert him so easily. And it's funny because I said to him a long time ago, before veganism was even in our future, was that, like, I was always trying to eat a little bit healthier. Like, I didn't always want to eat like grimy foods, and there was just something in the back of my mind that always said, like, you know, limit it, or, you know, try healthier options. And I didn't know how to eat properly, like eat healthy properly, and so I would try it for a little bit, and then I'd end up binging on, like, you know, the junk foods and all that stuff. But yeah, it's kind of cool to have someone who is your spouse and someone so close to you to be able to go on this journey with you. And I think it's so important to have some sort of support system. And I've seen a lot of people talking about leaving their boyfriends, or, you know, whatever, because they're not vegan. And the thing is, if my opinion on that is, if your relationship can't even stand you doing, you know, a lifestyle change, then you have no business being together. Because if they're not going to be supportive of you, that just for something that means so much to you, then, like, it's not going to work out realistically. But I'm not telling people to go break up with their boyfriends or girlfriends or whatever, but you really need to find somebody who's supportive. And it might even help to find someone outside of the relationship to be able to talk to and relate to in terms of being on this vegan diet as well. So all in all, just lead by example. Just do you, focus on your weight loss, or whatever reasons you've decided to be vegan, and just do it for yourself, and people will realize it, and they'll see how awesome it is, and you won't need to say much. The proof is in the pudding. That's what they say, right? Proof is in the pudding. Anyways, I hope you guys learned something, and I hope you can take something away from this video, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye.